most beautiful sunrise. This morning is beautiful. This little spot that we found is stunning.
So while we sit here and chill by the fire with coffee, Maya is running completely free. She gets to a point where she just needs to run, and so we whack on her collar, and then we have a little GPS unit, and we can just make sure that she's not any roads, and she's staying close, and she always comes and checks in anyway, but it's a really nice peace of mind while we're sitting here. And she's already done like almost 4 kilometers.
That's so wild.
This one is Rwanda, and it's very under constructed.
You're having something different?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Completely different.
It's so different.
Whoa, that's really cool. How cool is that?
That's really cool.
This one's like spicy.
Hold on.
Oh, hey baby.
Hi, baby. Do you want Rwanda or Panama? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rwanda's a no-go for Maya. Classic. Okay, Maya's had her coffee and she's done. I'll let her out.
So this year we're gearing up for our winter road trip 2.0. For anyone who's new around here, essentially last year we bought and renovated a 1996 RV. While we did so much in that like 2-month period, there was just a lot of stuff we missed. And so while we're about to launch into our next road trip, we've also decided to do a few new renovations and just a few things we didn't get around to the first time. So while we travel from Colorado through Utah, down to Nevada, up through California, along the PNW and up through BC in the space of like 4 months, we've also decided we're going to stop along the way and do these renovations, so that will just like make our quality of life while we are in the rig just so much better. Things like we are still running on the OG fridge that just isn't quite running as she should, and the stove and the couch, the springs are broken on one side, so we're going to replace that. We're going to install a new bed. It's going to be great, the whole thing. So yeah, we're going to be tackling that. Of course, we're going to be filming our trip along the way too, so if you want to check that out. But otherwise, as for this video, as I mentioned, we're just going to be tackling these renovations along the way, so it's going to probably be in a few different locations. But I'm very excited today. We're starting off with our water filter, which we just never got around to installing. So we're going to start with that, and then in a few weeks we get the fridge, and it's just going to be a journey to getting all this stuff installed. But I hope you guys enjoy. If you can guess how many locations we actually end up filming at, Jake might send you a bag of roasted coffee. Who knows? So anyway, let's get into the renovations. What is it, Miss Maya? No. Good girl. You're free.
Alright, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to install a water filter. So last year we didn't actually have a water filter in this guy just because we were kind of stupid, and water is actually super important. So coming back, it was the first thing that we wanted to fix up. Basically in our last van we only had like a really small, just a little carbon filter. It worked really well, but we really wanted a reverse osmosis system, but we had always ruled it out because they needed a tank. This system doesn't need a tank, which we were super hyped about.
This is the Simpure T1-400.
So it's gonna go in here, and yes, costume change because you're coming from above and I am balding. So confidence isn't quite there to show you guys that, so took it is.
I'm embracing it. I love it.
So this guy is our water filter. It is just the filter screw in here. But basically that's gonna go there like that. As easy as that. So that goes there. We plumb it all up, and then we get a new little water filter faucet.
Oh god, I haven't decided where that goes.
You haven't decided where this goes yet,
No.
so we're gonna figure it out.
Okay.
But then this goes on top, and then we will have beautifully reverse osmosis filtered water.
Say that 10 times fast.
It comes with like multiple spare parts as well as a bunch of hoses. So I am super stoked with spare parts and hoses.
Alrighty. My job is I have to figure out where this doodad goes. I don't know if it's gonna go better on the left or the right. I'm partial to the left, truth be told, because I feel like it's gonna get in the way there. but we will see. Perfect. Wish we did this before we installed our countertop.
It's so much easier.
What exactly is this little doodad?
Perfect spot.
Nice. Ready. Now the fun bit. Oh, that's not good.
So we had a little bit of a leak, which I did read does happen.
Can happen.
The fix is usually to put some lubricant on these, which or replace them, which they give you some, which is really nice. So I'm just going to use the lubrication that's in here. It's usually like Vaseline or stuff.
We have beeswax lip balm. Would that be sufficient?
Well, these are all lube, so
Just stealing the lube.
some lube.
We put
Put him back in.
take 3.
It's pressurizing.
Ooh, that's very pressurized.
Yep.
That's a weird color. This is going so well.
So there was some issues. We took her for a walk. It hit 5 p.m. It got dark. And basically we fixed what was going on in here. Basically I did a rookie error and connected the waste, so like the red one, which is the waste, to the tap, and that one to the waste. So I had to switch them around and get rid of a one-way pressure valve that I installed as a T valve. Anyway, oh, and I put some polystyrene down here so it doesn't rattle around when we drive,
Which is handy.
so then we just, at the moment it's 120. We will convert this to 12 volt later on. So connect it, it goes up, increases pressure, filters all your water,
And you get lovely, clean, clear drinking water.
Looking good.
right now we have to like pre-run the filters to get all like the carbon paste and all that kind of charcoal paste and all that kind of stuff out. So we need to go to a fill-up station and a dump point so we can just like fill up and run it for like 10-15 minutes.
All of that.
It comes like with a house connection, so 120 volt. This little like converter box here is 120 to 24 volt, which is really good for us because we run on 12 volt, so I can get a step up converter to go from 12 volt to 24 volt. Then we don't have to use an inverter to use it. We can just like run it straight off 12 volt and it will use a way less energy. So now what you have to make sure is that you get the right little module so that it puts out the right amount of current.
We did not plan this.
Perfectly placed.
Like, yeah.
Perfectly placed.
So here for it.
And it looks beautiful down here.
It
fits
does
perfectly.
actually. Well done.
So-
You did good.
Yeah.
Alrighty, on to the next thing. High five. And yes, cinnamon. So, bit of a location change. It's been a little hot minute since we did our last install, but next up on the list of modifications for this winter is installing our RV lock, which essentially is going to be a lifesaver for when we go skiing. Means that Jake won't accidentally lose our keys on the mountain again.
Oi.
True story, happened one time. Anyway, basically this is a pin lock, and we also get a little remote control doodad. I will not be installing this will be Jake, but I'm here for moral support, and I'm excited about it because it means that I don't have to be in charge of keys. But yeah, essentially this is the doodad. He's gonna be replacing this doodad, which
Sometimes sticks.
little old, a little overdue, 25-year-old overdue.
That's all locked, pretty much the same as all RVs.
And this also has an additional bolt, which is sick, so extra security. So
Sweet.
very excited, let's get to it. Also, just to that point, we actually are halfway through our Colorado road trip, so right over there in the background while Jake installs this, enjoy. I say. Anyway, enjoy.
So usually it's super easy and it's just like you take this old guy out and put the new one in and you're good to go. But of course our rig is a little bit different. It's got a special handle that's that doesn't have an exact fit replacement, so I have to go do some customizing, creating a new hole here and replacing this guy with a new one that's a bit longer. So a little bit more involved, but still shouldn't take me too long.
Fungus.
Wish I had a grinder.
You're gonna be here all day.
Just the afternoon. Woo! Fancy! So under here is a trapdoor. We've previously had it all just like pull up by this like little piece of duct tape.
Looks so good.
So good. So I've been working on it today.
And you forgot to record.
I forgot to record. Basically what we're doing is I've got a gas strut in there and then I've got some little electrical locks that I'm just about to wire up because I'm almost finished. And then basically when you hit the electrical lock, it'll just be like that. So yeah, now I'm just gonna wire it up.
Alright guys, so we are now at our next stop for our renovation process. We are about to go pick up
some heavy items.
all of it.
All of the items, all of the things.
Because we live on the road and do not have a home address,
It's
trying to get things delivered is really freaking hard. Anything beyond like this big. So Jake pulled around, got these guys on board with taking the delivery and
with receiving our delivery.
we are not coming empty-handed. So if you are like us and you're ever going to go and ask someone to take a delivery, don't show up empty-handed and say lots of thank yous. But yeah, we're gonna go see if we can actually fit everything in here.
We'll see.
Wish us luck. Alrighty, so we've secured everything. Oh my god. So much stuff. The fridge would only fit here.
Well, it would go that way, but we need to move the chair.
Couch.
So we're going to take the couch up to the fridge in.
So this is fun. Love this. But actually very excited to install all of this
Oh my god, so many goodies.
You excited?
So keen.
You excited to go to the desert to install? Yes.
Down. Go.
Before we go to sleep, we're gonna install the mattress because
We got a brand new mattress.
I am not sleeping one more night on a 25-year-old mattress that other people have slept on.
When we
It's
have one here.
been too long, so let's open her up.
How's that?
It was a lot of work.
When it's done.
It's super cozy in here.
So much nicer.
Okay, so I'm just about to start cooking us some breakfast because this is officially the last time that we're going to be using this gas stove. Pray everything goes well, but yeah, this is going to be the last time we use our gas stove because today we're installing the fridge, the gas stove, we're going to replace our couch, bed's already in, which is awesome because no matter what, we have a good place to sleep. Excited, a little bit nervous, but it should be good. You got a very essential snack there, mister. We trying to make sure that we don't waste our ice cream. So we made ice cream cookie sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
And it is probably 10 in the morning. Seems like an appropriate time.
Unplug him. Cover these up for now. Alright, well.
Weird.
Lovely.
Hey, outside world. Frozen stuff, ice cream melting away. What you doing?
Cutting up some vegetables. Line up. Give it an amount of space to do so.
Should we do the fridge first?
Yeah, maybe.
Alrighty, the great unveiling.
It's in.
She looks so good
Currently
and
ru-
she's running.
Basically, we want to trim all this.
Yeah.
So it looks nicer, it looks more like built in and flush. And then we also need to add like some of this around the edges to like seal it so that when it burns, none of the carbon monoxide comes this way. So right now we're just running off 12 volt
Yay.
so it doesn't burn, but otherwise she's in.
She is so nice
She
and
works.
new. Oh yeah.
Soft fresh. Then we also need to add some things to screw it in. But yeah,
So no.
super stoked.
Woo! She looks good.
Very good.
Alrighty, on to the next thing. What's next? What is get
Or
a
you want to do
new?
this while we have
couch.
space over there.
Yeah, let's definitely do that first.
Do
Let's
this?
get all the gas things out of the way.
Alrighty, sweet.
Done. Hi, come here. Go in your bed. I mean, I like looking at your butt, and other people might too.
Straight outside?
Yeah. You need a hand or you got it? A running pile. And yeah, she's looking good. So overhaul. I will say, so when we were coming here, I was like, absolutely, we are gonna sell these things. I want to like repurpose them because, you know, the planet. And then we took the fridge out, and I was like, I cannot fathom getting that back in the vehicle. So the chances that I'm now gonna not only potentially not sell it because we would have to have it in the vehicle. But secondly, I'm considering purchasing a U-Haul for the day to remove it because I don't want to put any of that back in the vehicle. Yeah, we've listed them. Hopefully someone comes gets them, but otherwise, U-Haul, we're coming for you. Oh, she looks nice. Oh, she's glass on the top? I did not know. Alrighty guys, update. Basically we tried to do the stove. It was a little bit too small, which is probably better than too big.
Much better than too big.
we can't fully install it because we currently need something to go underneath it. So we're also then moving on to
the Rangehood.
The Rangehood, which is also too small. So now we're gonna figure out how to
more slimline.
Small.
More slimline.
So we have to figure out how much we're gonna have to adjust this back wall to be able to make it work. If anything.
See? Yeah, lay it on the top of the legs and let's see what happens. Hopefully they're in the right spot. Well, that sucks. So we're gonna have to drill it out. Ah, that's annoying.
We're making holes in our floor.
So it's 20 past 4. It has been a big day. Pretty much every single thing that we did has a hiccup. This is done. Our couch is done. That's really cool. That's all in, properly bolted in. Happy days. But the fridge, we need to get some trim pieces so that then we can seal it off and run gas through it, because right now we're not super keen on running gas through it, and it runs on DC, but it does 20 amps, which is huge. This guy, he's in-ish.
Looks so good.
Looks amazing and super stoked for it, and I'm really excited to use it. But we've just got some back area to fill in and some underneath to fill in properly.
You can't quite see.
Right now he's just resting there. He's not actually connected to gas, so we also need a gas fitting. This guy is in, except we need to replace the back pieces so that it fills the hole, because our other one was a little bit lower. So everything kind of just hit something on the way. We've got one more thing to do right now, which is going to change the space we're super stoked on.
Do you clean hands?
I have clean hands. I just washed them. Basically, this. Haha! This.
So satisfying.
Although it's kind of sad because these are brand new
foam. That's true, actually.
That's gone.
If the other foam sucks, we could keep it.
Yeah. That's why I threw it onto cardboard. I got you. Alright.
Woo!
Just tools. It's okay.
And in goes
Oh.
it. Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Ah, good girl, you stay outside.
Yeah,
You're
you
free.
don't need to come test these ones yet. Thank you. We have matching. Oh, that looks so good.
I'm so stoked.
So good. Damn, alrighty. Hello. So good.
Well,
so, what's the verdict?
we have some stuff to get. We've got to go to Home Depot, get a gas fitting and some
Extra bits.
extra bits for everything.
God, that's nice though.
We've got a lot of shit to get in the dump or to pass on to somebody in need. If you know anyone, it's already gone. Otherwise, it's a wrap for the day. But it's not.
Not at all.
So let's continue.
Alrighty guys, so last night did not really go as we expected the whole day, essentially. Yeah, so we went to Home Depot for almost
2 hours.
2 hours, and we still didn't quite get everything. We managed to get a gas fitting that worked.
Gas works.
Everything else
Fridge works.
did not really work.
Everything works.
We had to tape up the fridge to like keep all the gas. Well, anyway, yeah, so essentially we have a bunch more to do today. We're heading back to Home Depot. We need to figure out a few like extra little things, and we also need to figure out what to do with all of our stuff. So we got to try and get a car rental, and we found someone to pick that up, which is awesome. So we've just got to get it to them, and I refuse to put it in this vehicle. I don't know if that's being stubborn or practical, probably a bit of both. But yeah, so anyway, that's our plan for today. So we did not find a truck. Apparently you need like insurance to match, I don't know, it's a whole thing in the US, so we in short just couldn't do it. So we are back to pick up our pile of stuff. So we're just, yeah, we're gonna go gift this to someone who can hopefully sell it and make some money from it, because it's all pretty good nick. It's just old. So anyway, there she is. Okay, we have to get that in here. So that's fun. Do it.
After a little while, we successfully got everything back into the rig. We then got it delivered to the person's house, so now that hopefully it's gone on to a better home. So I just finished doing something that I have been wanting to do since like the moment we like got like a quarter through this renovation at the start, and I'm so sick. I'm so very happy with how it's turned out. Claire's a little bit upset.
I lost some legroom.
I'll show you. Basically in the bedroom, I just shaved this down and it looks so much better. What it also allows, oh my god, if you've ever seen me walk a bike through what it was before, you understand how amazing this is right now. And if you've ever wondered how to cut foam, it's actually super easy. The easiest way is to use an electric bread knife, and it just goes and cuts through it really, really well. Otherwise, you just use a serrated knife, and easy as.
What do you think of our backyard? Dig with Jake! Dig with Jake!
slid the fridge into place. It was all great, except there's a big gap around it. Obviously there's foam you can fill it, but we had some issues with like there being a little bit of a gap so that we couldn't actually screw it in. So we went and got these trims made up. They're made up of steel so that we can screw the fridge into it and have it fixed so it's locked in place. So I just needed to cut them a little bit to make sure they fit size, and now I spray them with a little lick of paint, get them in, and fridge is done. Moving on to the next edition has been something that I have wanted to do for a very long time. Our battery system or electrical system for the past 18 months, we've just been relying on like digital readings from a sensor that records the voltage. I have finally talked Claire into letting us get a shunt. So whacking that shunt in so we can actually see the true percentage of our batteries and what remains, because we've been draining them really quickly and we think we have some heavy draw items that we weren't really sure about. So that's going in, and it's such an easy little thing, and it's something, anyway, so keen for it. Installing this Renogy shunt is as easy as connecting one side, the B- side of the brass terminals, to the negative side of the battery, and then connecting all negative load wires to the other side, P- side. Then connect a positive line to the shunt's B+ terminal, then connect the screen to the shunt, calibrate the shunt, and you're good to go. And it will go, I'll make a little face plate for it to go there. And then we can see our percentage of the batteries. So, next job is a fun one. Basically, we've been having, that explains it, pump issues. Our pump gets really cold and freezes and doesn't want to work in the mornings, even when there's no frozen lines or anything like that. And it's just super old, so it's due to be replaced. So we have got a new pump and an accumulator. We're also going to be replacing a bunch of fittings and then also putting in a water softener, which basically helps take the hardness and some like heavy minerals out of the water so that you don't get deposits all throughout your pipes and your lines and your shower heads and everything like that. If you've ever noticed like calcium buildup or whatnot on your faucets, then it's highly likely that you have some hard water, and a water softener basically strips that out of the water so that you don't have those issues. So we're going to install that and get these in and freshen up some of our lines down there so that we don't have a constant draw on the pump. So we have two accesses into the water area where the pump is. One is on the outside and you come in through one of the cabinets. The other one we installed, which is our wood box. So as well as being wood storage, it is access to our plumbing. So I lost light and I had to move super quickly. So there wasn't a bunch of time for filming, but we have the moment of truth. That's perfect. Wow, okay. So much better, so much quieter than our last pump. Didn't have everything to hook up the water softener, so I was kind of just dummy hooked up with a couple of lines turned off so that we can actually use the pump tonight. But I didn't have a couple of connections that I needed to connect up the water softener into the system. But I'm gonna have the water softener in the system, and also so that we can turn it off if necessary, if we don't need it, or if we need to like change it or whatever. So the water softener is actually gonna be completely in the system that we can just 2 switches, it'll turn it on and it'll go straight through there. So now what we got to do is we've got to just insulate all the lines so they don't freeze when we get cold weather. Like it's going to be soon because that's snow. So gonna get on to doing all that. Alrighty, so this morning we're doing a really fun thing that we've never done before. It's going to be kind of nerve-wracking. Anyway, we are getting a new ladder because this one's old, ugly, and bent.
Correction.
What?
We already have a new ladder. We need to install.
We are installing a new ladder, so we are going to have a new ladder on here. Let's get it. So the ladder up here is a little bit sketch. There's been a couple of years of Sikaflex put on top of it. So take all that off, so then we have a blank canvas to put a new one on.
That actually
It's best to have another ladder. So realistically, in this case, we'd need 3 ladders to have 1 ladder. Think about that.
Oh, I missed that bit. So another fun little evolution. We've realized taking off the ladder that Fleetwood decided that it'd be a good idea to paint after they installed the ladder. So we now have these, which we might not be able to cover up, which is like probably the best idea
We'll have to repaint them.
they've ever had.
Somewhere.
Oh my
So
god.
stupid.
I'm trying to picture it as this big white machine. I just can't. Oh dear. Ooh, she looks sleek.
So what I'm doing here that I'm skillfully covering from view with my shoulder is adding some butyl tape to the underside of each of the support legs so that when we split rivet the legs onto the rig, the tape will help hold the legs while also sealing the holes from any water.
She's rock solid. Those rivets worked amazingly well. So basically we just used like a splitting rivet and some butyl tape to get it on there. And it is looking really nice. Like honestly, that's a gorgeous ladder and it works perfectly. It's really structurally sound. Super happy.
Now we're gonna go and have a celebratory, wow. Now we're gonna go and have a celebratory cold dip.
Alrighty guys, so that is a wrap on all the renovations so far for Bear. Again, if you can guess the number of locations, bonus points if you know where they were. But yeah, number of locations that we filmed at for this video to get everything installed. Take your guesses in the comments, and Jake will be sending you a bag of coffee, probably limited to like the first 20 people because that would be excessive.
We'll see.
But
We'll see how we go.
Other than that, yeah, of course you can check out all the other videos and all the other adventures.
Yeah. So from here, we're actually moving into summer. So really exciting is we're actually going to throw some solar on the roof. So check out that. That'll be up soon. I'm really excited about that. It's something I wanted to do literally the whole time that we've had the rig. Otherwise, we are also in BC. So we're going to check out all the best biking in BC over the next few weeks.
I'm excited.
Me too. It's been a long time. But yeah, otherwise, I hope you liked. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see those rad biking videos. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.